troublemaker.
Hey there, trouble takers. Today we're going to talk about how to beat forts. So by forts, I mean those... Oh, they're so excited I'm back. It's like having a dog. It's so great. By forts, I mean those little red castles on your map that are crazily fortified and super hard to beat. Yeah, we're going to talk about those. So, full disclosure, we're about to go after this thing that's hard. So at this point, I have pretty much upgraded my ship to capacity. And the guy we're going after is hard. And I've tried it before, and it gave me some troubles. So I've pretty much, yeah, I've made my ship as badass as I possibly could. You don't have to have your ship this awesome to beat the new ones or the easy guys. So this is the hard, and it, like I said, is the last one that I've tried to beat, and it was one that gave me problems in the past. And so, you know, throughout the course of the game, I really did focus on taking out ships and collecting metal and collecting wood and making my ship the most awesome thing that it could be. However, oh yeah, we're going over here, so I'm showing you a map which one we're going after, so you can see. But yeah, however, you don't have to have your ship this great. The strategy that I'm going to show you right now works if your ship, you know, is made of metal or is made of sawdust. It doesn't really matter. The whole idea is to, oh man, this song. What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken... Oh my god, the song wants me to shoot myself in the face. It's been stuck in my head for like a week at least. Oh, and there's a hunter. Okay, so yeah, so if you have other ships that are coming up with you, this is pretty important. Get rid of them, because other ships, when you're trying, they will follow you. So having other ships in the way when you're trying to take over a fort, it's just going to make things complicated. So if you have ships that are around the fort or there or following you, just take them out first, because it's not worth it. And it's going to frustrate you, and you're more likely to die. Yeah, so the strategy that I'm talking about, normally this fort right here is not on an island. Most of them are. So my strategy would normally be to just, you get on one broadside and sail around the island, and each time come back and hit the fort a few times. And in doing that, when and if they do sound that horn that calls other support ships to them, you have time to draw them away from the fort a little bit and get... Oh crap, yeah, here's a rogue wave and I didn't even see it.
Batten yourselves! We're too far out, Captain.
I got really lucky. I got so lucky there. So I was talking to you and didn't even pay attention to... So you need to pay attention to your quartermaster or the people on your ship who will call out and yell if there's a rogue wave, because you're going to be able... They can see it before you can see it on your minimap there. And... I got super lucky that normally if your ship is faced the other way, that doesn't work. But okay, so here you go. So look, when I'm doing this, you make sure that, yeah, brace. So look, make sure that these guys are highlighted. So when you're firing at something, they'll be highlighted, and that's how you know you're gonna hit them, right? When they fire at you, brace. So the whole strategy here is just to not get hit by their mortar shells. So a lot of that has to do with speeding up and slowing down your ship right away, and just kind of shooting in between, dodging their mortar shells. But you want to be more concerned with dodging than you are with shooting. So you notice that I keep speeding up into top speed. You're not able to shoot at top speed, but if you can do that, yes, I'm going right into their mortar shells. So I'm going to slow down for a second just to shoot and then speed out. And if this were an island, I would just keep, you know, sailing around. Obviously, I can't. So I'm going to try to pay attention to if they're shooting at me or not. And if there's a mortar shell there, so you just kind of like speed up your ship to go past it. If it looks like you're going to sail into one, slow down everything to a halt and turn around. And there's another rogue wave. Yeah, this thing with the hard guys, this is your main worry, really. It's not even other ships or the mortar shells, it's the waves that are going to take you out in one fell swoop if you don't heed them. The benefit with these rogue waves is that once it passes, they're really not able to hit you because they're going to hit the wave instead. But you still kind of want to, you can't get into full speed in these storms, which kind of sucks, but you can get a little bit out of the way and then use your mortars. So right here. And your mortars do a lot of damage. One of those suckers can take out, a quarter or half, depending on how you've upgraded your mortar shells. So make a hit and then book it out of there. And just make sure that you're out of the line of their mortar shells to get hit.
Let's take down those towers.
So I know they're aiming at me. I'm going to shoot and then book it.
Put a shot right through there.
Book it! Run away!
Fire! Take a shot right there. Fire!
Yeah, once that little, you see that little red guy and it had a little white line that goes around it, that's about when they're ready to shoot. So you can see when they're ready to shoot. So if you see those, either brace or just put it in full speed and get the hell out of that mortar area. So I'm going to stop here, turn around to try to get out of the area, and now I'm stuck right in the middle of another one, so full speed out. And now that little moment of time you have, I'm going to go and shoot again. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to go out. So to use the mortar shells, this actually took me a minute to figure out, you hold down the left bumper. So hold down the left bumper, that's going to bring up that aiming. And then you can aim with your right joystick. And there's another rogue wave. Oh yeah, see? These are the most difficult part about getting these hard guys. Because the waves, the suckers kill ya.
Let's get moving.
And I lost a crew member on that rogue wave. That sucks.
The Royals are top. A cannon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost too far. Am I too far? I have no idea if I just said that.
Let's move. Away.
You gotta get closer. Get out of this sucker. So you see how fortified my ship is, but I really haven't gotten hit yet, and that's the whole point. Just don't get hit. If you figure out how to avoid their fire, it doesn't matter how fortified your ship is, because if you don't get hit, it doesn't matter, right? So I'm stopping down because I'm going to run into that guy. So I stop to full stop, turn around a little bit, and then go full sail forward and totally avoid that guy.
Fire! Look at it! Put a shot right through there! Fire! Killer wave to stop! Fire! Weakest right there!
Yay! I got it! And now the killer wave doesn't really matter. I mean, kinda. But, yeah, not really. Because as soon as you win this guy, the storm automatically just goes away. Isn't that a miracle? It's crazy. It's like the gods do. Poseidon is congratulating you on your win. It's amazing. So it's funny. Once you win one of these guys, you have to go to the one side or the other to dock. And it's funny how it always seems to be the opposite side that you're on. I think they call it Murphy's Law. Yeah. I think somebody should make Murphy take a long walk off a short pier. Or a plank in this matter. Be here all night, folks. Yeah. Yeah, so the second part of getting these forts is to, actually take over the fort itself. And there's going to be a way to climb up these guys on the other. Right, okay. So it's gonna be on one of these sides, a way to climb up these guys. Okay, so Easy forts, there's going to be 1 officer to kill. Medium forts, there'll be 2. And I usually just try to go in there with guns right away because, 2 shots will kill these guys. And on easy, there's not going to be a whole lot of resistance from their subordinates. Medium, there'll be some resistance. Hard, there's going to be a lot of people chasing you. It's going to be hard to get through. They're going to make it difficult for you to actually get to their officers. So I probably should have, I should have just reloaded my guns after I shot the first guy from that ledge, where I wouldn't have been bothered by these guys, but I think I'm going to have to just fight them instead. Can I reload? Can I reload? I'm not going to have time to reload. Okay. So the trick with these guys, and you've probably experienced them earlier in the game, but the only way you'll be able to get a hit in is if you counter. So the minute that little red dot above their exclamation point above their head comes up, hit B, or better yet, just hold B down. And that way, if you're facing the right direction, you're going to counter no matter what direction the attack comes from. But with these guys, the only way you can hit them is to counter and then hit first. And it's going to take a couple times. It'll take 2 or 3 counters with these officer guys. So you kind of have to keep fighting the subordinates while you're trying to kill this guy. Which is why I usually just try to use my gun, because it's easier. But kill the subordinate guys, and then you have to counter and hit. And you'll see, if you try to, break their stance or whatever, and they're just gonna grab your fist and then headbutt you, and then you're almost dead or whatever. And I really want my bullets back, because screw you, you took my bullets. I know they're in you somewhere. I want them back. I like to keep my stocks full, and it's none of your business. So go, kick rocks. And there's a chest here. So I usually get the chests because chances of me actually coming up and getting it later are pretty nil. But you gotta kill this guy in style, so I'm gonna get a running start and aerial and... Totally didn't aerial that guy. He just slid over like Fonzie. Oh, I feel so robbed. But I still won. So, ha 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 ha, joke's on you. Neener neener, I got your forter. So if you want to see this done on oh, yeah, I just got the achievement. I love me some achievements. Anyway, if you want to see this done on easy with a ship that has not been upgraded, I'm happy to do that. But if you just use the strategy I gave you, you'll be able to knock this out no problem. So no matter how upgraded your ship is, learn how to dodge, don't get hit. Make sure that when you're hitting those guys that they're highlighted before you hit them, so you make sure that you're actually hitting something, and use your mortars, and you're good to go. So that's it. Thank you for listening, and give a like if it helped you, and subscribe and all that jazz. And thank you for listening. Troublemaker out.